Hi, my family. I am back. Okay, so a friend of my husband's, my husband's friends always bring me things because they know I love to cook. Okay, brought like I don't know. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 packs of the split peas. So I was like, what can I do with these split peas? Split peas. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make a split pea soup. Now, my husband is kind of like fasting, like certain foods he don't eat certain times. So with this split pea soup, I'm going to leave off the potatoes, okay? Because it does call for potatoes. But so here we go. I'm going to add mushrooms, okay? I'm going to add mushrooms. It's different, I know. Carrots. Here's my split peas. I've got green onions. Here, let me close this up. I've got the green onions already cut up. I didn't know they already had these things cut up. I've got onions, which is the yellow onions. I'm going to use diced tomatoes in this is the Rotel tomatoes. Can you see it? The Rotel tomatoes in my split pea soup. I'm going to be using chicken broth. I am going to be using the ginger paste. Also the garlic paste. I'm going to use black pepper. Creole pepper. And I'm going to be using this one. Is it Goyo? Okay, Goyo. I thought it was C-O-Y-A. I got to pronounce this G-O-Y-A. This is an all-purpose seasoning. I am going to be using my onion flakes. I'll be using onion powder. And I'll be using garlic powder. Okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and let's get my pot heated up. Now, the oil that I'm going to be using is the organic coconut oil, okay? That is the oil I'm going to use for this dish. So like I said, my husband, certain times of the month, he just wants something a little light, and so I'm going to make it for him, okay? Let's see if I can get this open. I'm going to be using this coconut oil. This is the coconut oil, okay? And it's organic, so I think this is going to be really good to use to make this soup, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get Old Faithful here. Let's see, I cleaned Old Faithful, so Old Faithful should be around. And I have more than one. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one, okay? I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to be moving you guys over here. Okay? So you guys can see this process. I'm heating up my pot. And I'm going to go ahead and add my coconut oil. Okay? Because I'm getting ready to cook my onions. And this, like I said, this is organic. So I'm sure you can use as much of it as you need, okay? I'm going to try to make this meal as healthy for my husband. And the broth is not chicken broth. It's a vegetable broth, okay? So this is going to be a vegan meal, all right? I'll be right with you guys. I'm trying to get myself organized here. So I think the first thing that I would like to do is cook my onions and mushrooms, okay? This will be the second dish I'll cook today. So let me go ahead and add my onions and bell pepper to this. Okay. It's the onions and bell pepper. And this is just a vegan dish, okay? But that's the onions and bell pepper. Can you guys see this process? Okay. There's the onions and bell peppers. And I'm going to go ahead and add my... I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms to this. Because I want to go ahead and cook these. Okay. There we go. I've never seen anyone add mushrooms to a split pea soup, but we're gonna see how this turns out, okay? So we gotta let that cook for a little bit. I don't want to steam these. I actually want to cook these, so I'm not covering it yet, okay? I'm going to go ahead and add my green onions to this, okay? Why? Because I can, okay? I've never seen anyone add green onions. They usually add kale or spinach, but I'm gonna add the green onions. All right. We're getting ready to go to one of my girlfriend's birthday party, but I wanted to make sure that my husband had something that he could eat before we left, okay? So I'm gonna, as soon as I can let this cook a little bit more, I'm gonna let you guys get a good look at this, okay? Oh, and being that it takes these things a long time to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and add my carrots too. I'm gonna go ahead and add the carrots. Because carrots takes a long time to cook down, so we're gonna go ahead and add those too. Now I'm gonna let you guys get a look at this. And then I'm gonna add my peas, okay? Here we go. There we go. Like I said, this is different. I'm making my split pea soup, okay? Don't that look good? It looks good so far. And remind you again, this is a vegan meal. The broth that I'm going to be using is a vegetable. It's an organic vegetable broth, okay? You guys want vegan meals? I'm giving them to you, okay? Okay. Now, let me go ahead and add my split peas, okay? I'm like, what can I do with these split peas? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna, now some of them I'm gonna give to my son so I can see what he can do with it. Sorry, you guys. Him and his girlfriend, I'm gonna see what they can do with the split peas. Hopefully they'll watch my video and figure it out, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in too. to add my vegetable broth, and the last thing that's gonna go in is gonna be my seasonings, okay? So this is the vegetable broth that I'm using, you guys, okay? All right. It's just a vegetable broth. There we go. I'm gonna use the whole container, okay? There we go. It's just a vegetable broth. That's all it is. Okay? Put this over here. And let's go ahead and just mix all of this in. There we go. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and add